buy Sonic Boom right now for $60. But do that mean
we'll talk to you later? We'll talk to you later when you're sober and in your right
right
mind, because
now.
you're too emotionally heightened right now to understand
No,
what we're
you
saying.
just, bruh.
You're no,
made any valid point yet.
You're
That's what I'm
really,
saying.
you're really too emotionally heightened right now to understand what we're saying.
Oh my god.
So
Okay, don't worry about it.
I'll just leave it
Y'all
alone.
being stupid.
I'll just leave it alone.
Y'all niggas wonder why y'all play 2 games a year because of their ignorant ass mindset.
2 games a year.
Yeah.
That sound of disbelief.
That's why niggas be waiting for major releases. I'm gonna wait for this AAA game, this and that. You playing 3-4 games a year? Cause guess what? Development cycles on AAA games take a very long time, and they come out and they're always mediocre. And y'all niggas don't sit and wait for that. While I'm playing critically acclaimed games, and
they're always mediocre.
Like
Didn't you call the order?
Wasn't you waiting for the order for like 5?
Okay, and I play any game that was better than the order. So what does that tell you? Exactly.
That the order's not a good game?
Oh, but that's $65. I should be playing that as opposed to Hotline Miami, which is a critically acclaimed game for fans or something like that. I should be playing the order right now. Fuck out of here. Dog, the order was 5 to 8 hours. Binding of Isaac, that game takes 350 fucking hours to complete. The game is $14. That game shit on every Nintendo game. Straight like that. Don't Starve shit on every Nintendo game. Straight like that, like $60 game. Y'all niggas put importance on cost.
That moment when he's denying that he's emotionally
I'm gonna spit some
heightened.
real shit right quick. Real shit. Cause y'all my people, right? People put too much importance on cost. That's why people get ridiculed for wearing no name brand shit when it's the same fucking materials, man. They gonna get you the same place.
Damn.
Oh, those not Polo Boots, those U.S. Polo Associations. Oh, you a fuck nigga. Same shit, man. And the world gonna continue to be fucked up because niggas is closed-minded to just regular shit, man.
So how come?
I'm done, though.
So explain to me how come 2013 JackMoveJohnny was closed-minded to Nintendo games because the graphics weren't up to snuff.
Oh. The fuck? I never said. Are you stupid?
Oh damn. Yeah, he never said that, but oh damn.
I've been gaming since I was 3 years old, man. I've owned every Nintendo console. If graphics was a problem, I would have been burnt them bitches in like my granny backyard. Come on, man.
Okay, Jack, that technically doesn't make any sense.
Nintendo hasn't always been impressive graphically. Them games always look like dog shit. The GameCube was the only system that really looked good to me.
Are you retarded?
N64, them niggas look like Minecraft.
Jack, you really need to calm down right now, because right now you're literally just out of your mind.
Okay, I had a Dreamcast, and like the N64 characters look like block characters. Are you serious?
The Super Nintendo N64 never existed.
The N64 look like dog shit.
Hold on, Jack.
Jesus Christ.
Jack, hold on. You
look like Minecraft characters. What N64
Okay, Jack. Now, you remember 5 minutes ago when I said you're so emotionally heightened, you're not making sense? Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about, man. You need to calm down, dude.
Hey, 64 models do look like Play-Doh.
Thank you. Like y'all acting like this shit look like some.
Yeah. If you're coming from 2015.
Fuck out of here.
Hold on. No, Dr. Trey, you've been talking too much. Hold on. Trey, you shush. Listen, let me talk. Hold on, JackMove. You do realize that you had nothing to compare it to back in those, times, right?
PlayStation 1, like.
You realize N64 is shit on PlayStation 1 graphically, right?
Please don't.
But this is the thing. The games were better on PlayStation.
That's not the argument. We're talking about graphics. So you just try to jump into a different topic.
Both of the consoles made ugly games. That mean that the N64 looked good.
No, Jack. The point is that Nintendo had the best graphics.
So you're going to sit up here and tell me that N64 games look good?
Jack. Yes, at the time. Yes.
That's not the point.
At the time.
This nigga just says, okay, well, that's your opinion. My opinion, if they didn't
Wait, you're trying to compare the order?
Games? No, they don't.
You're trying to compare the order to Mario 64 or something?
When the N64...
Are you retarded?
When the N64...
I wasn't impressed by N64 graphics. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. Like, I'm sorry.
This nigga's lost his mind.
When the N64 first launched, it looked better even than crap on the PC because that's before they had dedicated graphics.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Oh my
God. And I'm gonna go back to the point. How are they gonna alter my opinion? I didn't think the shit looked that hot, man. I'm sorry. I didn't think it looked that good. I'm sorry.
He said Nintendo never had good graphics on the GameCube.
I said the GameCube was when the Nintendo graphics impressed me. I'm sorry.
No, you didn't say you're pressing. You said that's what time they had good
That shit was
graphics.
the same to me. Like, I wasn't like, oh, this shit's on, like, Genesis. Like, no.
Yeah, but the N64 was like a generation
No, this
ahead
is the
of
thing, this is the thing.
Niggas was calling
The
that shit Pixar.
N64 versus PlayStation, I thought the PlayStation, everybody was real skinny and like lanky and shit. That shit looked stupid to me. But then when I go to the N64, everybody was like short, fat, stubby. Both of them look stupid to me. Like I said, it was comparable that both of them look bad. I'm not saying this shit on it visually. Like, it didn't look good to me. I apologize. And if you want to go to the Wii, which I know y'all really don't want to go to, because that shit was in 480 going up against 720p games. See, exactly. Like, just stop it, man.
That point where he makes a point that nobody brought up in the first place. But anyways.
Because I said that
No, you brought up the Wii. You brought up the Wii when we brought up the N64 and the Super Nintendo.
Because I was talking about Nintendo's line of consoles and their visuals.
Yeah, and you said the GameCube was the only time it looked good. We said N64 and Super Nintendo, and then you said you better not mention the Wii. We didn't mention the Wii.
So let me get this straight, Shokia. We're mentioning a line of consoles, and when I mention one of the consoles in that line, you get upset.
I'm so glad I'm recording. I'm so glad I'm recording this right now.
Are you stupid? Are you retarded? Like,
who's
said that
talking
Nintendo always had.
That's like talking about George.
I said, why did you bring up?
About the goddamn Jordan 3. We talking about Jordan tennis shoes. Like, the Jordan 3 was a Jordan tennis shoe. Why are you talking about? Are you crazy? Like, we're talking about the same thing right now.
Except I didn't do that. And secondly.
So, and first of all, I can bring up something in the conversation if I'm involved with it. So the fact that I brought up the Wii, that's a valid conversation because that was in the Nintendo line of consoles.
No, Jack. This is what you did. This is what you did.
Okay. Let me tell my
no, Jack, listen.
And then show y'all why y'all stupid. I said that Nintendo, compared to their competitors, have never been the most impressive looking system.
Jack, listen.
And that's a lie.
Jack, listen. Yeah. Okay. First off, that's a lie. But secondly,
that's a fact.
Okay, well, I don't give a fuck. How about if that's okay for me? I don't care. The fuck is wrong with these niggas,
the
man?
Henry tactics.
Silly ass niggas, dog.
Right.
I mean, it's one of those things where if you think
the
that
NES looked better than the Master System. Super Nintendo had better graphics than the Genesis. The N64 had better graphics than the PS1. The GameCube had better graphics than the PS2, and arguably some of the best looking games of the generation. And then the Wii. So
at this point, I could basically say,
Stop.
I could basically say, Jack, Mario 64 was better than the Order because that's my opinion. Is basically what you're saying.
Okay, the fuck?
I mean, you can say that.
I guess.
But what Jack Move is pretty much saying is that we can say that PS3,
like
PS4
I'm gonna be
graphics
mad and
are
argue that, like, nigga, fucking MGS1 was better than the Order. Like, I'm not gonna fucking kill and sacrifice a newborn baby because a nigga say that. Like, what is wrong with y'all?
Nobody's going. No, nobody's. Where is he getting this? Where is he getting this
thing? You can't say just because a game is older don't mean it's not better than
where is he
newer
getting this
game?
thing
Like,
that we're yelling at him and cursing him out and like?
I'm not. I get tired of ignorance. Like, Shokio, you're a very ignorant person, and if you say
that's very ironic coming from the person saying that Nintendo never had good graphics outside the GameCube. You just said the GameCube was the only time they had good graphics.
You remind me of somebody that drugs, deals, and kills people, and then go to jail and want to become a fucking Muslim and a lawyer. Like, you a stupid dumb nigga. I mean, you like a smart dumb nigga at this part. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just need to like. Reevaluate.
You know, the funny thing is
Trey is a complete dumb nigga, so I'm not even addressing him at this point.
The funny thing is, Jack, tomorrow when you come to the call, when you're calm, you're gonna realize everything you were saying tonight was like pretty fucking silly.
Answer this question.
I promise you.
No. You question people's opinions. You can't question somebody's opinion, bro. That's the thing. Like,
it's not an opinion. It's not about opinion. Saying GameCube was the only time Nintendo had good graphics is a false statement. Period. That's not an opinionated matter. That's not an opinion on how the games looked is wrong to you? No, because
Jack. Yes, because we're not talking about something that can be disputed. This is fact. Now,
and if I said this is check this out. The PlayStation 4 has sold more hardware and units than the Wii U. Do you think the PlayStation 4 has better games than the Wii U?
What's that got to do with graphics?
What?
These are things that can't be disputed, but you are arguing to the end of the fucking earth?
No.
What?
Okay. What?
What?
You argue stuff that you argue. That's my opinion. You cannot argue a fucking opinion,
This
dude.
is going up on ShokioZone.
Oh my fucking god! Like, what is wrong with y'all?
Are you streaming?
I don't know what.
No, I'm
what sales
recording.
has to do with what you said, but if you're gonna use that kind of argument, what you're saying when you're saying that the GameCube was the only time Nintendo had better graphics in the competition, that's like me saying that the Wii U is selling better than the PlayStation 4. That's
What I'm
pretty much
saying,
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying
pretty
is,
much.
when you compare it to graphics, they weren't that much difference
Yes,
until
they
the
were.
GameCube. No,
Are
not
you?
really.
Are you? What?
Oh my god. The N64.
Wait, hold up.
Okay, how about this?
No, hold up. I just want to clarify. So you're saying the gap between the GameCube PS2 is bigger than the gap between the N64 and PS1?
They both had ugly games. Those games, you know, it's a reason
Can
why
you-
they
can
don't
you
release
answer the-
those
can you
games no
answer
more,
the
because they were
question?
both fucking ugly.
Can you answer the question?
Wait.
They're both ugly.
No,
They're ugly fucking games.
Okay, Jack. Listen
If
to
you
the.
fuck an
listen,
ugly bitch and I fuck an ugly bitch, guess what? We just fuck two
Jack,
ugly bitches,
Jack,
okay? Y'all acting like it's some fucking majestical fucking, oh my god, this shit's on the competition. Wow, mommy, look at this. Like, nobody's doing that.
Can you answer the
Nobody
question?
did that. Stop.
It's funny because I just got Majora's Mask on the eShop the other day. But
Please
anyway,
stop talking about Zelda, Trey. God damn it, please.
Oh, listen to this. Okay, how
What
about
is
this,
wrong
Jack?
with you?
Jack, see, don't be mad because I'm freaking disputing what you're saying. But listen to this.
No,
Answer this
I'm
question.
mad because you're not gonna
Answer
beat that
this
game. You constantly
Jack.
talking about it. Shut the fuck up, man.
Jack, answer this. Jack, answer this question for me.
What you need, Trey?
If the order was exactly the way it is now, same exact way it is now that you played, and it was a $15 indie game, how would it have scored?
I don't fucking know. What are you asking me?
You know. Oh, you know.
Yeah, he knows.
What? Oh, okay. So you want me to go inside the minds of all the reviewers? I don't know. The fuck?
If the order was a $15 indie game and it was identical to the game that you played, do you think it would have scored the same or better?
I have honestly no idea. I can't tell you what another man's thinking. Like, what the fuck?
It would have scored worse.
I'm gonna feel the same way about it regardless. Like, I don't know what y'all trying to get me to say. Like, what?
That game would have scored way better because
Hell no, that game would have scored worse, dude.
No,
They would have shit all over that game.
No.
They probably would
Yeah,
have,
they would
honestly.
have.
No.
Because
Every
you see how-
indie
you see
game that
how-
comes out like that, they shit on. The ones that don't
Y'all
get
see
shit on
how-
that are all cinematic are the ones that are like just abstract.
For some reason, I don't know what it is about gamers these days. They hold indie games to higher standard than fucking AAA games. Have y'all noticed that?
No, that's not
What?
what I'm saying. You know it.
Y'all hold AAA games at a lower standard than fucking indie games. You do.
Higher.
No, I'm telling you
Yeah,
that.
He's saying the opposite.
Reviewers review indie games. They take consideration the budget and the price of the game before giving it a score. Half of these games that you get 9s and 10s out of 10s. If they were full price,
Okay. This is what I'll say about
true,
that. They reviewers do take price in consideration when they review games. They do.
You're supposed to.
Yeah, because they said, okay, is this worth the amount of money? Yada yada
Exactly,
yada.
yeah.
But I mean,
And that's
but
what we're
okay,
saying.
so
So they rate indie
That's what
games
we're
on an
saying the
indie
entire
scale.
That's what
Huh?
we're saying.
They rate indie games on an indie scale. Is what Jack.
But if the order was released by Sony, it still wouldn't have been like an indie game, though. That's the thing.
No. Pretend your favorite indie developer made it. It was a $15 game, and it was the exact same game. What score do you think it would have got?
I truly wouldn't be able to tell you. I mean, because I didn't expect it to get the reviews that it got, so I really don't know what the fuck they looking for. So I really
Nah, but it would have got a better score because it was cheaper. Like, shoot, it's cheaper.
Man,
Say
this
this
is
real quick. You might
They'll be like,
as well-
oh, it's cheaper and it's only made by 10 people and.
This is what the scores would have looked like.
okay. Yeah.
Gosh, the amount of graphics and production value they were able to fit.
So wait a minute. Well, this goes back to my other point. Are you saying that by that alone, what you're basically saying is there is too much fucking attention paid to cause? This is what I've been saying.
No,
the whole time.
It's not even attention paid to cost, Jack. It's just recognizing where the game is coming from.
That's the only.
Not really. I don't agree with that because games give people different experiences. Like it's certain games people will be willing to pay $1,000 for. It's just at that point it's what you're willing to pay for. Now if you say I'm not willing to pay the price that they offering this game for, but like you know what I'm saying.
The way that they review indie games is the only fair way to review it. If they reviewed an indie game like they reviewed these other games, they would give these games 3 and 5 and 6 out of 10.
And also, niggas not buying these games at the same price. I got the game for $47. Somebody else got the game for $200 something. Like, to me, that's not fair. This is the thing. This is why when you're reviewing some price shouldn't really hold any weight.
What?
These games are listen to what I'm saying because it makes sense. Games don't say the same price for their entire lifespan, do they?
Okay.
No.
So you can mention, okay, I don't think you should go get this for this price, but at the end of the day, 2 months from now, that game might be $5. So, like you're saying, if that game was $5, you should play it. Like, why? Like, you shouldn't put stuff that can change in the review.
The $60 game is gonna be $5 in 3 months.
So should reviewers have reviewed Assassin's Creed Unity as a $19.99 game because that's what it'd be eventually?
They should review it on the merit of the game, not the cost and the budget.
Well, Dear Esther was just like fucking The Order, and it got panned everywhere. It was panned
Jack.
for being too cinematic.
I'm sorry, but you know how retarded what you're saying is right now. Listen real quick. What's the point in like reading and listening to reviews to see if you might want to purchase that whatever it is.
Okay.
So the price is always going to be important.
Yeah, you just said the price shouldn't hold
the price, like I said, the price is important, but it shouldn't be reported in the actual score. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what Jack is saying.
Okay, check it out. I'm willing to pay probably $50 to go see Lil B, right? Shokio would rather kill himself to see Lil B. You see where that comes in? That like people are willing to pay different prices for different things. That's my point. Because if I was reviewing it, I would say, damn the price, the game is good, go get it. But somebody else would play the game and say, the game is good, I would give it a 9, but the fact that it's full price right now, it's a 4 to me. I don't agree with that. I don't.
But see, that's the thing. They don't price the game based on how much a fanboy will pay. They price it based on how much the average person will pay.
True.
Yep.
But the average consumer is no two consumers are alike. Conker will pay $60, $80 for 2K. I won't. Averages fluctuate. You know that, right? Like, come on, man. Y'all, what y'all saying don't make sense. What I'm saying is, okay, this is what I'm saying.
Look, price definitely a factor. Like, how about this?
Of course it is.
You kind of just said 5 minutes ago, price shouldn't hold any weight.
Would you buy a Wii U? Like, you're not interested in a Wii U, right? But how tempted would you be to buy a Wii U if every game that came out for the system was $5? All of them.
I still wouldn't give a fuck, honestly. Honestly, the Wii U, I would have to put my dick in the Wii U and be able to nut for me to buy one at this point. But listen, this is what I'm saying. That's why IGN and all these other people made changes to their review policy, because when games improve and get better, they can go back and change them. Like, I just don't, like, they shouldn't review games with all. That's why a lot of reviews are coming out later, because they're not going to review the online if the online is not fully functional. You know what I'm saying? Like, the score should not dictate the price. It shouldn't.
But, one thing you gotta realize, Jack, is that a review, part of a review is, rating the game off
overall, yeah.
No, like it's a product, Yeah. So they have to weigh and judge, like if it's worth the price,
Okay, how about this? I feel that they just put too much importance on it, though.
Look, I wish I could find. I need to see if I could find this. They were actually they had a discussion on IGN about this a few years ago about the review of Mega Man 9. And they was going back and forth over the same thing I'm talking about, as how they should score the game. Now,
I remember that.
One of the editors wanted to give Mega Man 9 a freaking 9 in graphics because that's what they were aiming for, NES style. And then somebody else was like, no, you should give that crap a 1 because it looks horrible compared to the other downloadable games on there. But then they ended up deciding on like a 4 or a 5 because that's what they were aiming for. They take into consideration the budget and the stuff that they're aiming for with the title when they do these review scores.
Yeah.
They're not going to compare a $20 million budget game to a $10 indie game. Like, they're not going to review that on the same scale. That's not fair.
Yeah, like for instance, a AAA game would get more points taken off for not having voice chat than an indie game would. Because they'll be like, oh, well, they're indie, so they may not have had the money or resources to do that. That's where with the AAA developer, oh, these niggas have like 200-man teams and millions of dollars. Like, they should have been in there.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, you can't at least agree with that.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm listening. I just beat the dead horse at this point, man.
Because I can see what Jack is
I heard what
saying.
y'all said. I'm just playing my game. I understand.
I can see what Jack is saying, though. He's like, man, like, there's all these good games coming out, and all these scores, and, respect of the game is skewed because people think, okay, because it's an indie game, it's going to automatically get better scores if it's decent, or, whatever, and then all this shit.
This thing, I'm not necessarily a positive person. I know I'm not. But I really like the negativity that goes on. Like, Hip Hop Gamer, his last video about the racing shit, that was fucking stupid. But his overall point was valid. There is just unneeded negativity in fucking games for no reason.
What we're saying,
what
we're saying wasn't negativity, though. No, we were just saying an indie studio does not have the same capabilities and resources that a AAA studio does, and then it reflects that in the games. They cannot achieve what a AAA studio can achieve in their games. That's not negativity. That's just a fact. That's just a statement.
How did I not get a trophy for that?
Yeah, you would have a big problem if they reviewed all these games on the same scale and gave all these indie games 4 out of 10. You'd be pissed.
I wouldn't give a fuck because I know they were good games. I just would be sad for all the people that look at scores and let that dictate their fucking purchases. Because if you do that, I mean, at the end of the day, you're only cheating yourself, man. A lot of people cheating themselves right now. They ain't missing out on a lot of these games. But it's cool, man. Maybe they'll play when they come to Plus. I don't know. That's all I'm saying.
So how come you're so keen on giving these games a chance, but you won't even try Nintendo games? What's up with that?
That moment where I've owned every Nintendo console except the Wii U, and I keep having to repeat that question mark.
Okay, and you didn't buy the Wii, so you bought them all besides the Wii U because
the Wii U hasn't done anything at all to even suggest that they want my money.
Oh, besides having better exclusives in the PlayStation 4.
What?
Y'all are stupid.
I wasn't ready for these seats.
Honestly, if the Wii U if the Wii U had third-party support, it would be a more attractive console. It just would. I mean,
no, it wouldn't because you would still buy your multiplats on the PlayStation 4. Don't give me that.
No, that's where you're wrong. Because when I owned a PlayStation 1 and an N64, I split my game time up. When I owned a PS2 and a GameCube, I split my multiplats up. Like, I didn't fucking discriminate. Like, I want that type nigga, bro. Never was.
First of all, the GameCube and PS2 ports weren't that much different, were they?
Okay.
No way in the world.
So you saying the Wii U do? Well, you just proving a point against yourself. You're basically saying the Wii U ports of these games would be subpar. So why would I even put myself through such fucking fuckery? Like, come on, man.
I said
because you already have a PS4. Why would you care?
I said you would buy the PlayStation 4 port because that's the system you prefer.
Okay.
Yeah, so what we're saying is,
exclusive.
Regardless, it shouldn't
Wii U
matter.
exclusives are not much to write home about at the current moment, honestly. I mean, I can just look to y'all and see that. Are y'all playing Mario Kart right now? Like, come on, man, stop.
Nigga, you ain't even playing the order, and that came out last week.
Completely. So Well, technically, I'm playing the exclusive right now, Counter-Strike, but that's an indie game, so they don't count. I forgot.
You worried about us playing a game that's almost a year old now, and you ain't even playing one that
Look. Well, let's run down some exclusives. All right, y'all. I'm just gonna ask a question. If I'm wrong, say yes. Is anyone playing Mario 3D World right now? Mario 2D World right now?
2013.
No. Can I ask my questions though? First of all, those games came out a long time ago, right? The Wii U has had one retail release this year, so my question holds a little bit of weight. Anyway, is anybody playing?
Wait, how many retail releases do the PS4 have?
What the fuck? Are you crazy?
Exclusives?
Okay, how many did you buy?
Okay, can I ask my question?
That double dodge dance though?
No, I'm saying no. If the exclusive was so great on the Wii U, why don't none of y'all motherfuckers play our own?
That double
Simple as that.
But
Wait
then
a
the
minute,
same
but
could
you
be
said
like
that
to
the
go
order was
back.
great. You got rid of it in 2 days, but we gotta play our exclusives for a year and a half.
I beat the order. You don't beat your games.
Okay, forget Trey.
We're getting on to a different topic
say
again.
That again. Yeah, say that to me or Shokio. Like, I don't get what your point is right
Marquise,
now.
you play Smash. Like, you not beating and playing these games, dude. If
what
they were
games
so great.
are you talking about?
Okay, and here's another thing. Wait a minute. This is what I have
You're double dodge dancing right now.
No, can I tell y'all something? When have I ever bigged up Infamous, Killzone, Bloodborne? When have I ever bigged those games up?
Exactly.
That's not
exclusives aren't.
So why the fuck are you arguing to me about this?
Hold on.
Didn't you bring it up?
We're playing on the Wii U.
Look. This is the thing. And okay, I know y'all don't know who Apostate counts, but he brought up a great point. It was a video by Trey. When you say games like GTA and Far Cry and all this shit are multiplex, technically not to you because they not on the Wii U. So if you only on the Wii U, you can't play none of them games. So I'm looking at it as a dog.
But we don't only own Wii U.
Sound like XP.
I'm just saying, you couldn't play them games naturally if you didn't own a PS4, so stop it. Like,
yeah, you can play them on PC or Xbox One.
On my PS3?
You guys are fucking idiots.
Well, I'm a little bit confused on what your point was about. Like, you brought up 3D World. Like,
Nobody's playing none of them games. I mean, if the games are so great, go play them. That's my thing.
Why are we supposed to play 3D World?
Why would
a year and a half old.
Like, what is wrong?
Oh, because now you can't play a game depending on the age? Not really. Did you just buy Majora's Mask too? Like, stop.
Jack, your point will hold weight.
You making it sound like 3D World came out last month.
Bruh, the Wii U don't get games like that. You need something to play.
Jack, your point will hold weight if you're talking about a game that came out like a week ago.
Okay. How many of y'all playing Kirby, whatever the fuck that last fuck nigga gay homosexual centric game, Kirby Rainbow Curse? How many of y'all playing that? Exactly, like stop it.
What's your point?
Now we gotta buy every exclusive. You buy none of them.
Trey, you didn't buy Toad Treasure Track. I thought you would have sucked a dick to play that game, man. Stop.
I never said I was buying that game.
Nigga, you argued us up and down that the game run on a new engine, and you didn't even fuck with it when it came out, and it wasn't even full retail, bro. Stop it.
So let me get this straight. So to discuss the graphics of a game, I must purchase it.
The way you were discussing it, yes.
To
the game like it's your first baby mama. Cut it out, bro.
To be fair, I don't recall Trey ever saying he was going to buy it.
When did I ever say I was going to buy that game?
Yeah, I don't think he ever said that.
Wow. Okay, we playing that game now. Don't worry about it, y'all.
That's really like neither here nor there. Like Jack's point was ridiculous.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Like,
Are you kidding me right now?
Stop talking about Trey. Like, the only person that you could really say that foolishness to is Trey. Like,
okay, Shokio, do you own Mario? Okay, the Wii U got such. Okay, do you own Mario Kart?
No, I didn't.
Mario, like Captain Toad, like you don't own any of these so-called great games. Like, I thought they were so great. You don't own any of them.
So if we say the Wii U has great exclusives, we're hypocrites if we don't own every last one.
I think what he's trying to say is that it's probably. It may have the best exclusives in terms of what's rated, but in terms of the quantity of the games, it's underwhelming.
There's more. There's more. There's more.
There's not more games on it because all the other two consoles get all of the releases. The Wii U only.
We're talking about multiplex.
He's not talking about the exclusives.
No, we're
talking
both
about it as a platform.
No, we're both talking about exclusives right now.
He's talking about it as a platform.
No,
if you were talking about just exclusives, you would be correct. But he's not talking about that.
Okay, Pedro, I see.
That's what we were talking about this whole time.
He's not talking just about exclusives, right? He don't buy the multiplats either.
Okay, and check this out. This is the handheld side. Niggas always talking about how the Vita sucks compared to the 3DS. According to what I'm hearing, the Vita has more and higher rated games than the fucking 3DS. Like, people don't, and also the Vita has the most announced games coming out to the platform. The only platform that got more announced games coming to it is the fucking PC.
Wait.
The Vita has the most announced games coming for it. But niggas always want to say the Vita ain't got no games. The Vita's dog shit. That's just a aside to what's going on right now.
You said the Vita has more higher rated games than 3DS?
Over 75 is what I'm hearing, yeah.
All right,
Are you retarded?
Let me check that.
That's what I heard. I didn't look it up. I didn't do all this research. What I heard somebody say was that they had more games rated over 75 than 3DS. I could be wrong. I'm not the one that came up with the shit.
Oh, no, he is not joking. He is not joking. Wow. That's embarrassing.
How many of them are
exactly? So niggas just talk out they fucking ass, and then it's just stupid, man.
You realize that includes like console ports and remasters and.
Why does that have to do it? Oh my god!
I thought we were on the topic of exclusives because you're talking about the Wii U exclusives are so great.
No, that's why I said y'all not getting any other games that's coming out like Grand Theft Auto and all this other stuff. If we were talking about exclusives, I would have never said that. Grand Theft Auto was available on other shit.
We're talking about exclusives.
We really were. We spent like 20 years.
Y'all were saying that the Wii U has
it just got to where the point where everybody was like, y'all are like yelling at each other, but
I said
you guys aren't making a point.
Jack said, why would I want
Nobody's making a point.
Jack said, why would he want
Sounds like a woman argument.
Jack said, why would he want a Wii U? And I said, because of exclusives. And then you said the exclusives aren't that good. And I said the exclusives are better than the PlayStation exclusives. And then he said, who's talking about exclusives?
Yeah, that's how. So we were talking about exclusives, actually.
No, yeah, I had to turn off my point. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I swear that happened.
I have this call recorded.
This is the problem with this call. The text touched on this earlier. It's just a whole bunch of Nintendo fans that don't want to let the pass go, man. Like, y'all my niggas. Y'all my man the whole 50 grand, bro. Like, y'all are just smash faggots that don't want to, like, have logical thoughts, man. Y'all don't that. Y'all are fucking smash faggots. Like, stop and just think logically about stuff, man. Seriously.
That same openness you want us to have for indie games, you should have the same for Nintendo games, and then maybe we'll do
Trey, I've owned every fucking Nintendo. Trey, I'm not going, dog. How many Nintendo systems do I have to buy before you shut the fuck up? Seriously.
You can buy the
Trey,
Wii U.
I've been gaming on Nintendo since the fucking 80s, man. Can I have a break? Jesus fucking Christ.
You could say the same thing about your.
Actually, no. The discussion wasn't about exclusives because that really what happened. Because Jack said that he had owned all of the Nintendo consoles except for the Wii U, and then I believe it was Trey that said.
Different concept. That's where that bit started.
Yeah, this is where it started. Yep.
This is the thing. Trey and Show, y'all my guys. But as far as gaming, like. Fred put it the best. Y'all are more like analysts and y'all more like gaming. Like y'all like Michael Pachters of the call. Y'all analyze games, but when it comes to actually playing them and experiencing them, y'all not about that. Now
I don't play games.
No, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. You know what I'm saying?
I don't play games, Jack.
So you play way more games than Trey. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying.
Anytime I'm in this call, I am playing games.
Yeah, you play more games. Don't see you can't compare it to Trey because Trey play like one game a fucking semester. Like we're not doing that right now. Yeah, like come on, man, stop.
I mean, considering every game everybody in this call is playing, I play with them. You cannot say I don't play games, sir.
I mean, you play games, but it's kind of limited. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Like. It's limited. You play Smash, Payday, Final Fantasy when you subscribe, Last of Us, Monster Hunter. Like,
and notice the breadth of systems I play those games on. While you play one type of game on your one console, sir.
I play one type of game. Are you serious right now?
I play a large variety of games.
Talking about how
I play more games than you, Show. Can't I play more games than Trey?
You're talking about how we're so.
You also have more time than all of us. Can you stop bringing that up?
I can't believe this nigga said I don't play games, and that's literally all I do when I'm in this game.
Jack, there's a frog hat in this game.
How are we the closed-minded gamers when you're the one playing on one system?
Fucking idiot, Jack. You're being stupid.
Yeah, he just said I don't play games. Like what?
I say you don't play as many games as me, and that's not a lie.
No, that's not what you originally. That's not what you originally said.
And who cares? What does that have to do with anything?
Stop. You said.
You said. That's the problem I have with y'all. Okay.
You said Shokio and Trey, y'all are analysts. Y'all don't play games.
We're gonna do a real talk session right now. Okay. Mm-hmm. I can't respect y'all opinions because you don't play more games than I do. Now, Trey, you might know a little bit.
We don't because we don't have the time that you fucking
Marquise, you don't have a job. Can you please stop?
You shouldn't respect anybody's opinions then.
Jack, what did you tell me? Jack, what did you tell me?
When I had a job, I played games. But guess what? I wasn't fucking breathing down somebody's neck saying, "Oh, you did that." Like I wasn't. Like, come on, man, stop.
You said that when you had a job, you barely had time to play any game.
And I also wasn't arguing people about their fucking preferences either. Was I?
What?
But your dumbass is saying that we should be open-minded. You fucking idiot.
We didn't even know you back.
Okay, and I wasn't arguing people preferences, meaning I was open-minded? Question? Like, what exactly? Like,
I know you back then, so we don't know.
I don't care about anything else right now. I'm just confused as to why I don't play games.
The reason I say I can't respect y'all opinions is because of how close-minded y'all are to so many gaming-related topics.
No. That's not what you said. That's not what you just said. You said you can't respect our opinions because we don't play games.
Okay, cool.
No. Your original point was you just said 2 minutes ago that you can't respect our opinions because we don't play games. That's what you said.
He said
no. You said we don't play enough games.
You don't play more games than him. If you played more games.
Yeah. And then he just said no. I was saying that I can't respect y'all opinions because
the variety of games y'all play is not as vast as y'all might think it is. And once again, it does come back to gaming on the Nintendo platform. Like, this just go back to y'all being Nintendo fags, man. Like, if y'all niggas primarily game on PC, Xbox, y'all get on Frag, play, and
Jack,
name everybody in this motherfucker combined. Like, y'all just gotta realize
Jack, name all the recent games I've been playing.
There's just as much variety.
I say you play more games than Trey.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about your Nintendo fag like
just said that's not true, Trey. Are you silly?
It really isn't. But Jack,
oh my God,
there's just as much variety on indie games on the Wii U as there is on PlayStation 4. They're just not free. Okay.
So now, y'all remember? Whoa, Trey, you just made a beautiful point. Who remembers roughly 40 minutes ago when I said people only care about price and they just always go back to the price or something?
You were talking about in reviews, so he's talking about availability.
And now said people put too much importance on price when it comes to clothes and games, and Trey just did that exact same thing.
Hey, Jack,
this is actually
thank you.
This is under a different context.
I'm glad you went there.
Oh, it's on a different context because I was talking about how
because earlier we were talking about weight in reviews. He's talking about you get more.
Before that we were talking about game price overall.
Yeah, I'm glad.
And how it gets weighed in reviews.
Hold up.
Before that we were talking about game price overall.
We're talking about budgets, not game price.
Hold up.
Yes, we were. That's when I went on the spiel about people comparing U.S. Polo Association to Polo. So you don't even remember that.
Jesus Christ.
How many of these indie games that you hype up would you have owned if they weren't free?
Well, let's see. I bought Transistor full price. Velocity 2X was $20. I was willing to buy that full price. Every game. This is the thing. If people criticize me for not playing the games to come to Plus, you know why I only play certain games to come to Plus? Because those are games that I was originally intending to buy. Just so happened that they were free before I got around to it. Every game that I'm like. Don't Starve. That Don't Starve DLC, I barely played it, but guess what? I bought and supported the developer because I just liked the game. Resogun, that DLC, I barely played it. Guess what? I bought and supported that DLC. Mercenary Case for $20, I would have bought it.
How come you barely played it? Wait, so when... Whoa.
What did I barely play? Listen.
Hold on. Let me get this point across. So when the doctor buys a game that supported a developer, I'm a fake gamer. When you buy DLC and barely play it to support a developer, you're a real gamer. Like, stop it, dude.
Okay, this is the difference. Pull up your game time on the games and then pull up my game time on Don't Starve and Resogun.
You just said you bought DLC to barely play it. Stop.
I already had 100% trophy completion in these fucking games. I put 50 to 60 hours a piece in these games, Trey.
Then why did you buy the DLC?
I wouldn't have bought the DLC if I didn't think it was worth owning, man.
This is going to make it amazing.
And I didn't.
So it's worth
I played the game.
I just want to
like,
point out that, Jack, first of all, I own more PlayStation 4 games and PlayStation 3 games. Like, more PlayStation 3 games by itself and more PlayStation 4 games than Nintendo games. So, fuck you.
No, I'm sorry for calling you a Nintendo bag. Are you happy?
Yeah, like going back to that, like, you refer to me as a Nintendo fag, and, like, I'm not playing a single Nintendo game currently right now, so...
And it just goes to my other point, but we're not going to get back on that.
I've only had my PS4 for like about
the other point is irrelevant,
so,
is the point, but...
And I already own more games on that than I do on my Wii U.
And
of course you do. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is the thing.
Man, wait. Thing, 70% of them games was free. So let's.
Nope.
Nigga, if you pay for it. But you were calling it a PlayStation plan yesterday about how you pay for it. Anyway, listen, this is what it boils down to. Now, I'm not directly attacking y'all. What I'm saying is Nintendo fans overall have a very skewed, now like I said, I'm not a nigga, their views on gaming is really fucking skewed and ignorant. And I don't know if that's because of the console they play or like
what
the games that they into, but it's just crazy.
What did we say that was skewed?
Y'all just got a real fucked up view on gaming.
No. I want you to tell us. What did we say that was skewed?
This whole conversation has been skewed towards ignorance in y'all favor, man.
No, what did we say that was ignorant?
You just can't accept the fact that we think that...
everything, question mark, the fuck?
So you can't list any specifics.
You just can't accept the fact... We're not even calling indie games bad. You just can't accept...
I didn't say it. This ain't got nothing to do with indie games at this point. This just got something to do with y'all...
The fact that
what
we
I'm saying,
all
it has went behind it. Y'all...
It's kind of ridiculous.
Look, I don't want to hear nobody talking to me. I don't want to hear no one talking to me about being closed-minded that only owns one console.
Yeah, that's crazy to me. Like, I don't understand what point you're trying to make right now.
That's like pyro.
That y'all don't. I mean, y'all just don't play games, but y'all always got an opinion on them, man. That's the thing.
We all have PS4s.
And we have it's just weird to me how y'all always got a opinion on something that y'all haven't experienced, man. It's just crazy.
What are you talking about?
That's like me reading the Bible and then coming here talking about how I fucking walk with Jesus and tap dance with him at the club. Like, that never happened. Like, y'all always talking about shit that never happened.
Jack, what are you talking about?
What games have we criticized?
Y'all criticized a lot of games y'all never fucking played, man.
Like?
The Order? The Order?
Who criticized The Order?
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm talking about between us. Between me, Trey, and Shokio right now, since we're the ones talking.
Shokio and Trey have.
What did they say?
Okay, and what was the
what did we say?
Y'all make fun of it all the fucking time. Like, are you kidding me?
Oh, we
just
make
like
fun
how
of
you
the
make
link,
fun of
right?
Smash Brothers?
Exactly. We do it in the same manner.
I played Smash Brothers before.
Jack, are you retarded?
What did we actually...
I'm sorry I don't like the game that y'all like, man.
No.
It's just stupid.
Okay, Jack, listen.
What did we actually say about the Order?
What?
What did we actually say about the Order?
You always just talking shit about the game.
Yeah, he can ever.
I'll help Jack right now and just say.
Because I'm not even like jokes, I'm doing like
the little jokes that are like, you know what's long.
Oh, the jokes about the game link. Is that calling it a crappy game, or is that making fun of? You
did say personally to me that you thought the game was sucking. You thought it was a high-tech demo.
I never said no.
You did say that to me. You did say that to me.
I never said that the game would suck. I said, and I quote, that looks like a very beautiful game with average at best gameplay.
No, that is not what you said. What you said, this was the other night we got in an argument. You said, because I had said something that I said, I don't care what you think. And then you like, you know what, this is what I think. I think the game sucks, and it's just a high-tech demo.
I never said
what you gonna do? You was just like this. Shut up, Trey. You did say that.
I never said the game sucks. I never said the game sucks. The game sucks. Yeah, I said it sucks, so I said I would get it when it was $20. Yeah. I don't buy sucky games, bro. Stop.
I know you're on Capitol right now. Anyway, fuck out of here.
Capitol was a good game, but
it was a good game. Do you own it? Oh, okay, cool.
Here's the thing.
Better than the
Jack, you do this.
You don't criticize the Order. You wanted me to explain when you did that, but then you just turned around and did it. Trey, go fuck yourself,
Jack,
dude.
you do that all the time.
Okay. So saying Captain Toad was better than the Order the order sucks.
You talked about how
you realize you just blame them for doing something that you do on a consistent basis.
So y'all don't remember when I said that I'm clearly this is the difference between me and y'all. I'm built like that. I'll admit that I'm biased. I don't give a fuck what you like. I don't give a fuck what you don't like. But y'all don't like stuff in there and fucking tuck your dick in between your legs and talking about you love it, man. Stop.
Jack, when did I say I don't like the order? What?
I figured out what the problem is.
I don't give a fuck if you like it or not. Oh my god, y'all don't understand stuff.
Hold up. Jack has a problem with absolutes. If you don't absolutely
agree, I do. I definitely don't.
Oh, hold up. Stop cutting me off. If you don't absolutely agree with Jack, he automatically assumes that you think whatever he likes sucks. You have to agree.
I never said that. No.
You don't have to say that, but
you come off as
with the way you respond.
Yeah, it's the way you respond. Because
y'all
no, because listen. It's like the first topic tonight, right? When we were talking about budgets. Y'all think indie games suck, right? Really? Because we were saying that they're limited by budgets. That's exactly
I didn't say y'all think I said you prejudged.
No, you did.
What I was basically saying, I mean, y'all might not have high comprehension skills. Yeah, this is what I was saying. I said that you prejudge things before you even have a chance to even, check them out. That's basically what I was saying. You put titles on things that you shouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
And I quote, y'all shitting on indies, unquote.
Wait, didn't you prejudge like Scram Kitty and Shovel Knight? And then
no, you told me what the gameplay was like, and I went and looked it up to see if I wanted to purchase
that's a really big problem right now, Jack. Is like everything you're saying that we do, like you actually like do yourself.
And once again. Which I'm not agreeing that I do this, but even if I did, I admit that I'm a biased person. Y'all not willing to do that.
What do we have to admit?
We're willing to do that.
What do we have to admit we're biased against? We're not biased against Sony. We're not biased against indies.
But the last 20 minutes you talking about how close-minded we are, and you just admitted that you biased.
To a certain extent, yes, I am biased, but that doesn't mean I'm closed-minded.
That's like saying because you admit that you're a murderer, it's okay.
Biased and closed-minded do not mean the same fucking thing. Stop it.
What?
No, it does not.
Wait.
Closed-minded do not mean the same thing. Closed-minded means you're not going to even discuss it. You're not going to even put thought in it. Bias means you will think about it, but your opinions will be swayed depending on. That's what that means.
They're not the exact same thing, but they're the same thing.
You couldn't buy a Wii U unless you could come in it. Yeah.
Okay. I'm biased towards Sony. I'm sorry. Did I ever say the Wii U didn't have good games? Are you kidding me right now?
So you can't get mad at us. That's just retarded.
Did say that before.
Trey, just please go. I wish you would just die in your sleep tonight, because you don't make any sense, dude. Like, really.
Look, I'm just confused on how you could get mad at somebody if you're going to
I'm not mad. I'm trying to play Counter-Strike. Y'all keep talking to me. I'm not mad.
Because you haven't done the most talking this whole time.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Said y'all keep talking to me. We're on Skype. I'm on Skype.
Shit, bitch ass up and talk to somebody else then. Shit. So we're trying to play the game. I've been trying to play the game the past 2-3 hours. Y'all keep just talking. Like, shut the fuck up. Y'all main issue is y'all can't stand being wrong, man. Y'all know that, right? Shut the fuck up sometimes. God damn.
What?
I'm kind of lost now.
Yeah, guys, leave it be.
No, niggas, Shokio screams and calls people retarded when they don't agree with him, or if they make a point that's better than he is.
I have not screamed
if you make a point.
Actually, Shokio didn't call you retarded, Marquis.
I don't care about Marquis. Marquis is a non-factor in this whole conversation. Like, stop.
Well, no. Because what I say is actually right, and you can't dispute it, because anything that you're saying doesn't apply to me. But anyway,
so if it don't apply to you, why are you talking? Shut the fuck up, Marquis.
Because what you're saying.
Because you're throwing it at him as if it does. That's why.
You know what?
All right, man. Well.
I'm gonna just agree to disagree with Jack, because we had this conversation.
That's all you got to do. At the beginning of the day, most of this shit is opinions, and that ain't to be argued, man. People like to argue opinions. That's cool, but
it's not even about that, Trey. The problem here isn't agreeing to disagree. It's not who's right or wrong. It's the fact that JackMove has no earthly idea what we're saying to him. It's all about understanding.
Okay. How about this?
It's not about. It's not about right or wrong, left or right.
I listened to what Zach said earlier. I'm to the point where I don't even want want to talk about games with y'all niggas because y'all just silly, man. Y'all look stupid. Like, Sook, I talk about games with you, Pedro, Fang, the rest of y'all niggas, bro. Like, I don't even want to rap with y'all niggas, bro. Like, seriously.
People who like the same exact
I don't give a fuck if you do like them. Like, just stop, because y'all just being stupid right
now.
now.
That moment when Jack was saying that out of anger, and we talk about games all the time when he's calm. Anyways.
No, because it's just.
Like Jack, like I said.
It's like sometimes I say crazy, stupid stuff, and I can admit that, but y'all are just hell bent on being fucking fuck niggas, man. Like, come on, dude.
No, this is what it is.
Y'all making no points, yes.
Everything you're saying is out of anger.
You want to have a discussion about video games where no one disagrees with you. That's what it is.
I don't give a fuck if people First of all, having a conversation with nobody disagrees. That's what made this call boring in the first place. Niggas always agreeing on shit. That's the first thing. Like, y'all just got real skewed fuck nigga opinions, man. Like, and that's cool. Like I say, y'all my people, bro, but I can't even talk to y'all niggas on some real shit, bro. Like, come on, man.
You complete. Like, look. The first discussion was about budgeting. That wasn't an opinionated discussion, Jack.
Y'all haven't been talking about the same thing the whole time.
Like I said this before. No, I'm just talking about where it started. I said this before. It's not about who's right or wrong. It's not about left or right. It's about.
But this is the thing.
It's about understanding. You're not understanding.
No. This is why you're stupid, right? You're saying we're arguing about budget. I'm not gonna argue a proven fact.
But yet you argued anyway. But yet you argued
so that's not an argument. That's not a debate.
But you argued anyway.
What are you
say
arguing
that
about right
now? Jack. You say that, but that's exactly what you did.
No. That wasn't my point. My point was
that's exactly what you did.
Shokio. Okay. You said I argued budget, right?
Yes, you said budget does not affect.
Okay, I argued budget. Okay, was my original question not that The Walking Dead and Journey both garnered Game of the Year attention and they deserved it as far as Journey because that's the only one I played? Is that not my original question? What does that have to do with budget?
You said that.
What does that have to do with arguing budget?
So you're basically saying that you said something that had nothing to do with what we were originally saying?
I'm not gonna argue something that's a proven fact.
You just
first of all,
you just
also,
said
you do realize I started this conversation, right?
You just said that you said something.
So wait a minute, show. So what you're saying is I asked you a question about Journey and Walking Dead getting Game of the Year awards, and you took the topic to budget, even though that wasn't the original topic. So you brought up a topic that wasn't originally being discussed. Is what you're saying.
No. Budget was
that
the
is
first.
What you're saying.
Budget was the first topic, sir.
Like I said,
I thought budget was the first topic.
See,
we already had that conversation.
See, Jack.
I'm not arguing. My argument was
Jack. Like I said, you're speaking out of anger right now, and so you're like really
you're speaking out of being an idiot.
You lack clarity right now. Like I promise you, you're not. I promise you're not thinking straight. Like I promise you, dude.
I hope you got this shit recorded because niggas gonna hear your
I do have this recorded. I do have this recorded. I didn't get the very beginning, but I got it recorded.
I hope you got the whole thing recorded because y'all don't make no sense, bro. Meanwhile, I'm playing a game and Trey sitting up naked in his bedroom, fucking jacking off to the Wii U controller. So I'm just
Actually, I was half the conversation. I was playing Call of Duty, but all the ignorance I was hearing was messing my game up, so I stopped.
Get the fuck out of here, Trey.
I don't know why you think we hate indie games. Like
I don't think I said you're prejudiced towards them. You go in with a preconceived notion, like y'all say stuff like, "Oh, this is pretty good for a downloadable game." Like y'all just go in with preconceived notions about things when you shouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
That's not prejudice.
No. You
so
set
having a preconceived notion is not prejudice.
No, look, acknowledging.
Because we're gonna get into English right now. So having a preconceived notion about something is not prejudging.
It's not, Jack. Listen.
How the fuck do you argue something that you do all the fucking time?
No.
That's like saying
we're arguing. No. Marquise. This is not the point. The point is Shokio's arguing the English language at this point, and he's wrong.
Yeah,
he said having a preconceived notion and prejudge or something isn't the same fucking thing. Like, are you crazy?
Jack, listen.
Let's not turn this into a Black Bond argument.
I'm just saying, like, y'all was being stupid right now. Y'all don't even realize it.
That is a good point, but this is what I have to say. This is real basic. Jack, next time you're going to say you guys, try to tell us who you're talking about.
Okay, how about this? Marquise, I haven't been addressing you this whole time. Please shut the fuck up. How about that?
Yay!
And this is my point. When I said I'm biased towards shit, I say a game look like dog shit. Do that mean I'm serious? No, it doesn't. But y'all niggas get so fucking pussy hurt that y'all get offended. Like, stop.
Hold on, Jack. Hold on. Can I say something real quick?
I'd rather you wouldn't, but what is it?
Okay, I'm on your side now, knowing that I'm not a part of these fuck niggas, Shokio and...
Wow. Well, I appreciate it, sir. Thank you.
Anyways, like I wanted to say earlier, it's not prejudice saying that indies do not have the same resources as AAA developers. That's not prejudice.
I didn't say that.
That is what?
Okay, here's the thing.
Shokio.
That is what you just said.
This is what I'm saying, Shokio. I'm saying that gamers today, including yourself, when you hear a game is made by a certain company, you prejudge it. You go in thinking that the game is going to be of lesser quality. That's why I brought up games winning Game of the Year that were made by these indie devs. That's all I was saying. And you went off on this fucking dumb.
Okay, and listen.
Can you give us an example of when?
No, he cannot. Then we might as well not even ask that. But anyways.
No.
Can you give us an example of when we've done that to an indie developer, please?
You always making fun of indie games, and you don't try to play stupid right now.
No, if it's always, then you should be able to give up one example, right?
Stick It to the Man.
Okay. The new game that they're coming out with, who said it was gonna suck out of me and Shokio?
But y'all didn't make fun of Stick It to the Man, though.
I didn't make... Nigga, I bought Stick It to the Man!
Alright, Trey.
Wait a minute.
Wait,
Jack,
I like
you
these
talking
answers
about
from
overall
Trey.
or specific games? That's actually a good...
Really, I was saying overall, but do you think...
I'm just still trying to understand how, like, acknowledging that a game has a lower budget is prejudice. Like, and bias.
I never say, Shok, oh my god, if you were about that law thing, if you were a lawyer, you would lose 150% of your fucking arguments because you run around in a dumbass circle and a judge would not stand for shit.
Okay, Jack. Explain to me why you said I'm prejudiced against indies.
Prejudice. The definition means prejudge.
No, Jack.
Listen.
Answer the question. You haven't answered a single question tonight.
I answer the question,
honey. Let him
He's not answering it.
Can you give me a chance to get my full sentence out before you fucking run down my throat, dude?
No. All right, Jack.
No, can I answer Shokio's question? Okay, can I answer a question? Like, can y'all stop like?
Jack just say whatever he wants for the next 3 minutes. Go.
Okay. Why do I think? What was the question? Repeat the question because I got thrown off.
What did I say tonight that made you say that I am prejudiced against indie titles?
Oh, that's what you said tonight. What I said was overall, when you hear a game, when you hear a game is made by certain. Okay, check it out. I'm gonna flip it around. When you hear a game is made by Naughty Dog, right?
You're not answering my question.
No, listen. Just check this out, Shokio. When you hear a game is made by Naughty Dog, right, and you hear it's gonna have online. You prejudge. The word prejudice means you prejudge something. So when you hear a game is new from Naughty Dog with online, you would probably 9 times out of 10, if I had to guess what you would say, you would be like, "Oh wow, the game is probably going to have a pretty decent story." But I bet they mess up that online some type of way. That's prejudging something. That is the word prejudice. That's what that means.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
Okay then, exactly. So when you hear...
You didn't answer my question.
You didn't answer his question.
We let you have the floor and you still didn't do it.
Continue? I set it up to say this. When you hear an indie, when you hear a game, say for instance Devolver Digital, I don't know if you know who they are. Now they make indie.
Wait.
When you hear a game is coming out by Devolver Digital, you'll probably say, "Oh, it'll probably be good for a little $9 game."
Okay.
That's prejudging.
I'm going to let you continue, but 1 second before you finish, I'm just going to say that your conclusion, you're going to contradict yourself in your conclusion, but continue.
Okay.
Like I said, if you hear a game is coming out by indie dev, you would probably say, "Oh, that might be a fun little 2-3 hour $10 game." That was probably what you would say.
When have I ever said that?
Yeah, but
you saying stuff like that.
Okay, and then secondly, you just said before we let you have the floor, you just said I wasn't saying you were being prejudiced and prejudging because of the budget.
Tonight is what I said.
Yeah. The point is,
and you still contradicted yourself.
We've never done that.
Dude.
No, because listen, Jack. I said, so I'm prejudiced because I'm talking about the budget. You said, no. I'm saying you're prejudiced because when you hear an indie game get it.
Because of the preconceived notions you have about most digital games.
Jack, listen,
That's what I'm saying.
We let you have the floor. Let me have the floor. Okay, I asked you, I'm prejudiced because I acknowledge the budgets behind the titles. You said no. I'm not saying that's why you're prejudiced.
And Jack,
stop. Let me finish. I let you finish. Okay, again, I have to start over because you interrupted me.
Oh my fuck, dude! Listen,
Jack. Let me talk. Let me talk. Okay.
Oh my god.
Before we let you have the floor, I said you're saying I'm prejudiced because I said they're lower budget titles. You said no. I'm not saying that's why you're prejudiced. And your conclusion that you just gave to us, you just said, oh, because when an indie game gets announced, you're like, oh, that's going to be a fun little, 3-5 hour stuff like that. That is indicative of budget. That's what you were saying. That's what you didn't say it directly, but that's essentially the same thing you were saying. So you were saying that.
So in that case, then yeah, you are prejudiced when it comes to budgeting.
You contradicted yourself, is what I was saying, because you said no.
If that's the way you want to view it, you're prejudiced when it comes to budgeting.
You said no. I'm not calling you.
This is the thing.
Jack, listen.
No, this is the thing, though, Shokio. This is what you gotta realize. Even though if that is the case, you're not deterring from my point. My point still stands. You do realize that, right?
Jack.
Look, when have we done that in regards to an indie game? We don't even know.
Trey.
Yeah, when have we?
Yeah, work tomorrow, Trey. Can you go and just go to sleep, please? Because
you always tell me to do that when you can't rebuttal what I'm trying to say.
He just doesn't want to hear your voice.
Who in this call?
You just shut up, dude. God damn.
Who in this call has said, "Oh, that's gonna be a fun little fucking nigger game" when an indie game got released? Nobody has said that. Come on, dude. Nobody has said that.
As a matter of fact, the games that you told us about that have been good indie games when they come out with their new game, I've been actually taught, oh yeah, did you see the new game from blah blah blah? And you say, oh, it looks crap. Like no.
And like I said, Trey, you are a little more open-minded when it comes to smaller indie games, but Shokio, he's very close-minded.
Okay, and I know this question is completely pointless on asking because you're not going to answer it. But name one indie game I've chat on.
Hotline Miami.
Okay, what did I say about Hotline Miami?
You just always making fun of it.
Like, what if I said? No. Listen, have I made fun of Hotline Miami or have I made fun of you?
I don't know. All I
exactly.
know is
Exactly. No, you're done.
Okay.
You're
so
done.
You don't refuse to play a lot of these games.
You're done. Hold on. You're done. I've never said anything. What if I said specifically about Hotline Miami?
No. He never made fun of the game. He made fun of you saying that Hotline Miami was going to be one of the biggest games of 2000.
No. He didn't say one of. He said the biggest.
No, he said one of.
No, I'm pretty sure he said. Hey, regardless, it's a silly statement.
No, he said one of. He said one of the.
Okay.
But Jack, I'm still waiting.
This is how we go cut it. Okay.
No, I'm still waiting. What did I say about Hotline Miami specifically? What did I say? Did I say the graphics suck? Did I say the gameplay looks horrible?
I'm not a court stenographer. I don't mark down everything you say because I don't care what you say because I like the game that you should know.
But see, it's funny how you're so adamant about all these things you claim we do, but when we ask you, list an example, name a time, you can't because you're fabricating things and making things up.
I think it's fuckery.
You are the master of fabrication. That is the problem here.
How about this? I'm gonna play the games I like. You play the games you like. You don't like it, go fuck yourself.
Jack, that's not the point. You said I'm a judgmental asshole, yada yada. I'm always shitting on indie, so I asked you, what indie game have I shat on? You can't answer that question. You can't answer it. Now, why can't you answer it? It's because I haven't done that. So you're saying I'm doing something I haven't done.
Like, it goes to what I was saying before. When we don't agree with Jack 100%, he automatically thinks we're taking a dump on him. But that's not the case.
Notice he got quiet after that.
It's because he muted us for himself.
And he's always shitting on indie games. Name one indie game I've shat on. Can't do it.
Hold on. I just want to say a couple of things.
That nigga DDT in his pillow right now.
Wow. Anyway, yeah, I can see what Jack is saying, but he's like an idiot because what
he's saying isn't relevant to what we're actually saying.
One, you can't do the same thing that you complained about, and two, Trey has been hyping up indie games for a long time now, especially when he found out the Wii wasn't in any more third-party exclusives. And Shokio, if the game's gonna be fun, it's fun. Like if it's interesting, it's interesting. Like it I understand what this bias stuff is. Like if you're not interested in that type of game, it's not because you're biased. You're just not interested in that game.
But with this topic specifically, I understand why Jack Move is confused. He shouldn't be, but I understand he confuses me making fun of him being an indie man with making fun of the actual, specific indie games and stuff. But like Trey said, when he had made that comment, like Hotline Miami is going to be the biggest game of 2015, I laugh at that, and he takes that as me laughing at Hotline Miami. It's like, no, I'm laughing at you. I'm not laughing at the indie game. That's what he's getting confused with.
I just would like to point out that I'm done with this conversation because it's going nowhere. And
you're sure?
It really isn't. So we should just.
It's not.
All right, let me upload that.
Upload what?
I hope you do. And when the comments of people that actually listen to the argument and not are your big huggers.
I would not want to see that uploaded because I don't want Jack giving death threats